Hello, my name is Diane Brain. I am the owner of DB Media Creative Solutions, and I just wanted to go over really quickly a recent website revamp I did. This person is forgetxmoss.com, XMOSS CMOS, and they basically had a whole rebranding take place. I also designed their logo, so that is a service that I offer. I do graphic design, photography, video editing, consulting, as far as like any type of streaming, things like that. So I do a lot. Basically any type of media solutions that you would need. I'm your girl. So hit me up for that. But I also want to show that I do website revamps and website maintenance as well. So as you can see on this first page, if it stops moving around, this is the original site. So this is the actual logo here, but this is just like a PNG that he put up here. And as you can see, it doesn't match the same layout as the rest of these items. The arrows are pretty thin, these arrows here. Um, the graphics don't always fit all the way through, like it's cutting off some of the text here. And if this was full screen, it would look even more cut off just because the way that it was set, the settings at the scale to fit, and it was just kind of zooming in all types of crazy, unless it was a stock image like this, which doesn't match his branding at all. The background here is very bright in this thin font with the white. You couldn't see these words at all. I didn't even know these were here until I started hovering over them like I am now. Just that green on green just wasn't working out. Just the color of green, and like I said, the thinness of the font. Scrolling down, we have a newsletter graphic here. This is like a subscription box, but it's not inside of this box that it was supposed to be inside of. So for whatever reason, it's off kilter there. This is like an Instagram, TikTok video that he had of pineapple sea moss. Today is November 1st, but when I took this project on, it was October 29th, and summer is over. So summer ready flavors, it just was kind of like a little off there. And you'll see that when I do the revamp. We got some space here, have a video, some testimonials are going to be coming soon, which is fine. This is great. Shows, his customer interaction. But as you can see here, it's off the sides of this kind of like shadow box. This is going off of that. So basically any element that's not the banner should be within that center strip of your website. And I was explaining that to him as well. I didn't know what these videos were, and they're kind of close to this text here for the sold at, and you have these icons. I thought they were a little large, but these are his partners, so I understand like he actually sells at these locations. But even just like the address is so far away, and this is not centered with that either. Then come to find out, once I played these videos, these are actually the commercials for these two businesses. So I was like, why is it above and then not underneath the sold at section here? And then we have the contact us. Again, just some of the fonts are very thin. It just doesn't match with what's going on. So that's the way the homepage used to look. This is the new homepage now. So now he has a video that was made. Again, like I said, that's the rebranded logo. And then I made this here with the get active hashtag and a hashtag get XMOSS. So that's what's going on there now. If you look up here, this is clearly defined. I put a filter on the background. I did like the palm leaf background because it goes for like more of like a natural color. So like the lion, it's more of like a kind of like a Rasta slash island slash really natural herbal feel. So I wanted to keep along with that color scheme, which is why we have like the browns. I kept the lion essence of his logo, things like that. Yeah, so just put that there. I centered this up so that it's in the box properly. Just kind of made it look like this is the title that goes with this video, because at first it was just kind of like floating in between the elements. I made this bolder, and then missing summer, get the feels anytime with pineapple moss. Still keeping it fun and lighthearted. It's not like corporate America type, but just still, you want to keep it updated. So I did that. Made sure that everything was centered. Like I said, this has now been placed inside of this middle border, so that you can still see a lot of the photos. But it's a gallery, so you can go back and forth anyway. So that these locations, instead of just saying sold at dot dot dot, I felt like this made a little bit more sense. Cleaned this up, you know, centered these up with their logos and put the commercials underneath them. Contact us. I don't know why that's still not, I have to go back and check this out, but this is bolder than what it was before, but I still want that to be larger. So that widget was just giving me a little bit of difficulty, but that will be corrected. Um, Hopping over to what the shop page used to look like. His shop now page used to look like this. So again, it was a whole different background. This strip like that moves around when you're scrolling down. I kind of went like that the first time I looked at it, honestly. You know, I was like, okay, like I get the theme of, you know, like I said, the palm leaves, the jungle theme. I get that. Then I scroll down and, you know, like this light green seemed to be a theme across the site. That white on the light green was a little difficult to read to me. So, you know, that'll get changed up. This font down here, I can't read this at all. Like this is not, this is, I can't read, I'm looking at it right now on my computer screen. I can't hardly read that. These pictures are actually the ones that I edited and placed here. So that, you know, it's still pulling that data because I had to update the products to show this. But I can hop and show those original images in a moment. But that was his shop page. Now to show the full revamp of that, if you go here, again, I have his branding with the hashtags in the background. Fuel up here because he says, you know, fuel up on the XMOSS, you know, things like that. So I was just trying to go off of like the slogans that he has. You know, it is like a health product. It's, you know, get active. It's real bold in your face. So I felt like the fonts should reflect that, which is why we have bolder fonts across the whole website. His logo is still here. You know, except I put that background across the whole website because I felt like that should match. It should be one background that look like different websites on each link. So I wanted to keep it like that too. And as you can see, like I said, all of these thumbnails, not these top four, I did not edit these, those was already there, but I did change the font and the boldness of them. I changed the colors up. So it goes with the theme, with the gold. The white stands out dramatically when put against this background. And I took the opacity down a little bit of this background strip on this page because I didn't think it needed to be as dark as the home page, which had a lot more text on it. And this one, like I said, with the bolder font, you can read it clearly against the backdrop and you see the jungle feel in the background with the, you know, and this is actually a video with like, you know, little sunspots and things like that. So I thought that was a really cool touch. But like I said, I edited these 5 fruit thumbnails. I did all of these, you know, with images, and I just altered them. Some of these he already had, like this one he already had. So I just altered that one. Everything else, you know, I just kind of Googled it, played around with it, you know, made it fun and exciting. So all of that is original from me. And that's the shop page. If we hop over to about, this recipes page, there were no recipes there. So that was hidden because this is all that page was. It was literally just a background image and that's it. So I was like, that makes no sense. He's getting recipes that he wants to post there, but it's not there yet. So we don't need to show that right now. So that's been hidden. The about page, meet the XMOSS boss. Again, it's that type of like that it just jumps out at you. You know, so he said, and of course he didn't want, he felt like it looked more like MySpacey. You know, so I was trying to get it to not look like MySpace, but to still have that fun, personable feel that he's going for. So this is like a personal bio and write-up of himself. You know, like I said, meet the XMOSS boss, that's himself. So for that, I did, I changed it around a bit. So we have more than Moss. I added that there just to kind of give it like a header. And then, you know, meet the XMOSS boss. And I kept the same write-up. All I did was just reshape it so that it's not going down, you know, straight down so far down the page. Like here, it's literally, it's so skinny that it's going way down. Like when I scroll to the bottom of the story, I can't even see him anymore. So I was trying to keep it so that, you know, it's more of filling up the space. You know, the mobile version, of course, is going to go straight down. It does that on its own with the mobile optimization. But I wanted to make sure that for the desktop, it utilized the widescreen part. So here, and again, I made it an image. It's a motion video. It has a song playing in the background that he likes. So that's what that's doing there. And when you take off of it, it's not there. So that way, again, it's not like I didn't want to make it more MySpacey than it was by having music blast you out as soon as you go on the page and you can't cut it off. You got to figure out where to cut it off. If you hover over it, you're going to get hit with the juice, okay? But if you don't want to hear it anymore, you just take it off. So things like that. So it's interactive. You know, he's definitely like, you know, playing to the camera. This is him when I'm on the treadmill at the gym. So, you know, it embodies the get active thing. And again, when I scroll to the bottom, I still see him because it's about him. This is about, you know, the XMOSS boss. This is his write up and, you know, how he got the inspiration for his business. So that's that. The FAQ page, it was this, which again, with this white on white, you cannot see any of this. So that defeats the purpose altogether. And with the strip, like, this is clearly a stock image. You know, it just doesn't go with the rest of the website, even the old website. It does not go with the jungle theme at all. It doesn't go with any of the XMOSS branding at all. So it just kind of looks like it's slapped up here. So all I did to clean that up, because FAQ is FAQ, there's not really too much you can do with that, but I did take it so that that strip is gone. The background has been placed across the whole website, as I mentioned earlier, and we have that there. We're going to be adding a couple more FAQ things here, so we got some space there for that. And that's it. The Moss Media, I didn't touch this too much, but again, like this background, just plain as it was, you cannot see this up here. Like, it just is it's very sharp. Like the image is like super clear in the background, but you know, it takes away from the page. So these are to be like, you know, different testimonies or like shout out videos from people. You know, he got a radio interview on the Breakfast Club, things like that. So that's like the Moss Media part. So all I did was literally with that one, I just had the background put there, and then that way, once he gets some more content here, he'll have, you know, he'll still have that space to live and put that there. But that is basically the revamp. Like I said, if I go to the shop page really quickly, the way that it used to look, the quick view would come up, and you click on quick view, and this is what it would look like. So again, like this font is just really thin. It just wasn't doing it for me. Like this look right here wasn't doing it for me. So what I did do was I bolded the quick view. I kept the same font for that because I felt like that was okay kind of thing, but I did bold it. I raised the opacity of the little background for the quick view pop-up. And when you click that, again, you see that same font. I tried to keep the same fonts throughout the website so that way it's not confusing or looks like different things. Like it's different people making it or something like that. It should all be cohesive. So this is all that same bolder font. I changed the button, as you can see here. You know, like I said, that really light green with the thin white font is just not cutting it for me. I can barely see it. So I mean, I'm sure the people having the same issue. So, you know, bolded this here, made this bigger, bolder, rounded button, you know, things like that. So that is that. Yeah. And that's basically the new website. So like I said, I do website revamps. You know, like I said, DB Media Creative Solutions. Holler at me if you need assistance with these things, and we'll get you a quote. Thanks for watching.